Hi, sweetheart. So when I had my daughter, she was like a baby, and I was on maternity leave. I met all these kind of different moms in the mama group, kind of like, and they were like much older than me, and they had like everything in life settled. They had their educations, and they had like their big fancy houses at the shore, and I was renting like this little like cottage. It was like the smallest house ever, like ever in history. Not in history, but it was really really small, right? And it was like located on this really rich person's yard, like it was big land and yeah, everything. And then we were like living really close to the ocean, so it was so freaking beautiful and nice, and I kind of like got in that environment because I was renting this little house. uh but I didn't have the money, like, at all. I still don't have the money, but you know what I mean, sweetheart. You know what I mean. I'm like at a different place today than I was then, right? And I got to hang around these like really smart, intelligent people who did really well in life. And I remember that I was so amazed by them because we were on maternity leave with our babies, and they all were like, "Oh, I am at home with my baby, but I also taking this extra course in different things at different universities, right?" And I was like, "Why would you want to do that? Like, why would you actually not just be happy to be like free, Because in the country where I live, we have like paid maternity leave, right?" And then, like, in a couple of months or so after hanging out with these women, I was like, "Hey, but why ain't I doing the same? Like, why ain't I taking this opportunity to like fulfill my dreams?" And so I started to study, and I freaking like made I made 300 hours on 3 months, and then I like applied for my dream education at my dream like university, and I got in. And that was only like thanks to those women who lived that way and showed me that you actually can live that way, right? And today I was like, "Hey, you know what? I Because there is this like big exam, and I've been so freaking terrified to do that stupid exam my entire life, because I've been like, I will not get good results. Like, no matter what, I will not get good results because I'm not a math person. Like, I really 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 ain't a math person, right? And it took me like 43 years to develop the courage to actually do the freaking stupid test, and I did. And you know what, sweethearts, I got good results, and it was so freaking stupid. I was like, why have I been waiting my freaking entire life to just take this stupid step, right? And when I do, it goes well, and I was so terrified, like, you can't even imagine. And of course I took like a math course before, and I had this like great teacher who was like really understanding my way of thinking and my way of doing logic in my head, right? And he helped me like see and understand, and well, I got a really big result. And not a really big, like, I can't be a doctor, right? But I still, I can still like choose, sweethearts. I can like still choose what I want to do, and then I was like, I don't know what I wanted to do. I mean, but the point is like, don't wait until you're 43 years old to take that stupid exam, and maybe you are flying high and great and it goes so freaking well. Because yeah, it may be like that also, but it also may not be like that, and then it's fine too, and then you can kind of like do it again, take it again, right? um what shocked me the most was that if I like had put in the really really good work in doing the exam like preparations, and like just studying before it like really really much, a year or so, well, then I could have like gotten crazy good results. And I don't know how that's possible because, my brain, sweetheart, it has dementia sometimes. And I'm not even kidding. Like sometimes I'm like, I don't even know which planet I'm living on, right? But when it's like a sharp moment, then my brain is actually very working. So that's good. And what I want to say about this is that I always like had this like leaning to law. I really like law. I have like law books at home, and when I was young I was like, oh, but do I want to study the law, right? And the law is like the key, the law is like the key to everything, because people can be assholes, but if you kind of like, yeah, you know what, but the law says this, right? Then they're like, oh, you know what you're talking about. Okay, suddenly there is no problem anymore, right? And I hate that we live in a society that works this way, but it still does. Doesn't matter what I think about it, because it still does, right? So I bought this product, and they are like, well, we cannot deliver for like 3 years. And I'm like, wait a minute, you can't do that. And they were like, yeah, but you can, they tried to like bullshit me. And I was like, you know what, sweetheart, I'm not having that, because I know the law, and the law says that you have to do this and this and this and this. You haven't informed me about this and this and this and this, right? And then they were like, oh, no problem, we'll give you everything back, you have your money back, no problem at all, and I'm like, yeah, because this is how it works always. And I'm sorry to like be the one, to say that it works like this. I wish it was different, but it isn't, like, right? So I just kind of like want you to think about what you love in life, and is there a possibility to like for you to crumble in somewhere? Like, I know you're busy with life. I know life is like life, and we're always running around and trying to, cook and clean and fix and pay bills and work and or not work and just survive and whatever. Somebody's dealing with addiction, somebody's dealing like with mental health, somebody's dealing with like, we all deal with stuff, right, sweethearts? We all deal with stuff in life. But like, accept that, just like, okay, so that is the thingy, we take that away, right? And then we wonder, like, is there anything in my life that, like, sweetheart, is there anything in your life that you would really really want to do? And maybe you can't do it on this level, but maybe you can start on this level. And what would that be, and how would you like want to start? And because I can tell you, I'm so freaking grateful that I'm like, not giving up the law, and just like kept on having it like a little side thread, like it's not the main thing, but just like a little silver lining somewhere, because it really helps me every single day, and I actually love it, So yeah, just your daily reminder to take care of yourself and fulfill your goals. And sweethearts, we have like 85 years, if we're lucky on this planet. So what do you want to do with your 85 years? Like, think about it. 85 Christmases, like, right? And you already spend most of them, because, well, maybe not most of them, like, but I mean, you're not doing really much before you actually, yeah, when you're a baby, you don't like think about those kind of things that we're thinking about right now. So I'm like, what time do you have left? And sweetheart, what do you want to do with that time? That's the question of today. So please take care, see you soon again, and yeah, have a nice day, evening or night, wherever you're watching this. And please don't forget to press that like button and to subscribe. See you soon again. Bye.